Welcome back to my channel and thank you for coming back. Today I want to discuss Osama Bin Laden and his Mandela effect. I recently started researching the Mandela effect associated with Osama Bin Laden because some people think he died in 2001 from either kidney or lung complications, while others believe he died in 2011 from the SEAL Team 6 raid on the compound in Pakistan. Of course, I want to know what you guys think, so please let me know below in the comments section. And also, I'm going to include the links to the articles we talk about today in the description box.
First, let's talk about the mainstream accepted place and time of death for Osama bin Laden. That would be May 2nd, 2011. He was in a compound in Pakistan when a SEAL team, which is part of the U.S. Navy, dropped in, raided the compound, shot and killed Osama bin Laden, then took his body back to the ship that they came in on. While they were out on the ship, they prepared his body, put him in a casket, and gave him a proper Muslim burial. Okay, well, let's start with he was found in Pakistan. The Pakistani government was paid and bought for by the American government because they had seen what was going on in Afghanistan and Iraq, and they were like, no, 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 no. What do you want from us, America? We'll help you. And in exchange, America gave them money. So it's hard to believe that Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan. But okay, so he was found there. The next part that is hard to believe is that we never saw pictures of this man's dead body. The reason we were given is because the pictures were too much for the American people to see and take in, and for that reason, they didn't want to expose us to that. They just put him in a casket and pushed him out into the sea. Well, I'm going to call bullshit on that because they've shown us pictures of people getting blown up, body parts in buildings, and I think I specifically remember Gaddafi, his nephews, and his sons, different pictures of course, but all of them were blown up in buildings, completely mangled, and probably more horrific than any bullet hole could do. And then the third issue I have with this story is the proper Muslim burial. Now, there's certain things in the Muslim religion and Christian and Judea religions that you can and cannot do. And a lot of these rules are, made up for the health of the people. And especially in a time when they couldn't really explain things, it's just easier to say because God told you so. So it was easier to say God told you not to eat pork than explain to people that it's bad for you, it will kill you, it carries worms and parasites and all these things they might not have actually known. Every religion has their certain little thing, like in the Jewish religion, they have a certain period of time where they have to make sure that body is buried. In the Catholic religion, you have a period of wake where you watch the body, you make sure it doesn't come up again, and that's because a lot of people were pronounced dead that actually weren't dead, so it was easier to wait for them to wake up, hence called awake. And the Muslim people believe that the body, when it is dead, should not be exposed to the natural beast. Putting the body in the sea is exposing the body to all the natural beasts of the ocean, therefore would not be considered a proper Muslim burial. Moving on, the Fox report that I always reference to when speaking to people about Osama bin Laden's life, and specifically before when speaking to people about the war, I would always reference this Fox News report, which used to say that he passed away due to kidney complications. And it actually talked about him being on dialysis. Now the article says he peacefully passed away due to untreated lung complications. That blows my mind. I ended up finding another article that does talk about the kidney failure. My argument always was, you guys are saying that this man is living in a cave. He's got kidney issues. He's on dialysis, and if he's not around a dialysis machine, he's going to die within a few days because you have to have your kidneys flushed out. One thing I did want to note on this article is that the burial place is still the same, because I remember Tora Bora Mountains, and it does say that he died mid-December and that he was laid to rest honorably in his last abode. So, honorably, yet again, goes back to the way that someone should be buried under the Muslim religion. The next article here says kidney failure may have killed Laden, which this is what I remember, was that he died of kidney failure in 2001. Now it says the president of Pakistan, blah, 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 said yesterday he thinks Osama Bin Laden has probably died from an untreated kidney disease. I think now, frankly, he is dead for the reason he is a patient, a kidney patient. And this article was written the 18th of January, 2002. The question really is, well, why would the government want you to believe that the most hated person in America, he is on the top 10 terror, the top 10 FBI, he's on the most wanted list. Why would they keep it a secret? Well, that's easy. The government lies all the time. And this is a pretty simple lie. It's actually a very clean lie, if we think about it, because they need to focus your nationalism, your patriotism, in a time of need on war. And if they tell you guys, we're going after Osama bin Laden, it's part of Al Qaeda, and he could be anywhere in the Middle East, well, that opens up all the terrain. Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Pakistan, any other place over there you can think of. It opens up that terrain because we are not going after any specific nation. We are going after a specific terrorist organization. And if that terror organization just so happens to be in your backyard, well, that means you're going to have America putting bombs up your ass. And with the main guy who they focused all of our attention on and created this feeling of nationalism and patriotism and let's go, come on, America, we'll put a boot up your ass type mentality, the guy can't be dead. So it only makes sense that they don't tell you he's dead if he really did die, so that you still have a reason to have those feelings and to go after whatever it is their true intentions were to go after, which I don't even know anymore. That could have been oil, opium, land, sand, glass. I have no idea at this point. I'm just tired of trying to figure them out. They're nuts. They're making me go insane. I can't handle that level of crazy. But I did not think that Osama bin Laden was actually part of the Mandela effect. I just thought that that was more of a government conspiracy or a government cover-up or a government lie to get us and keep us in that mindset. Another thing I wanted to point out is this article. I'm not sure of the reliability of this source because they make my computer run so slow, and my computer's pretty fast, so that's saying a lot. And they apparently really want me to file taxes. But it's from a UK site called the Daily Mail, and the article is by Sue Reed, and it was September 11th of 2009, so it's obviously like a reunion type of article, or, let's go visit history again. But it says the last time we heard a squeak from him was on June 3rd this year, which would be 2009, according to the article. The world's most notorious terrorist outsmarted America by releasing a menacing message as Air Force One touched down on Saudi Arabian soil. Well, what's to say the government didn't have a backlog of never-before-released footage of Osama Bin Laden. This image is from October of 2001, which just sparks my curiosity even more to say you haven't heard from him since the Twin Towers falling, or, maybe possibly before that. And you show a picture of him in 2001, but you're relaying this to a video that happened in June of 2009, which just, again, makes it very difficult to believe that the man is alive, especially if he's been quiet that long and you don't have any real footage. There's no live camera updates. There's no timestamp on that camera. But the man's last picture was in, again, 2001. And we could not even capture a picture of what he looked like on the day that he died in 2011, when Obama sent the SEAL team after him during his second passing away. So that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to make this video. I always go in with the mindset that I'm going to make these quick, and something just wants to make me ramble on, but here you have it. Osama Bin Laden, he did die in 2001. He did die again in 2011. Is this a Mandela effect, or is it just a government conspiracy? You decide.